Hello, we're Emily and Erik Orton, the authors of the memoir Seven at Sea. It's another beautiful day here in New York City, week 2 of the quarantine. And we know how hard it can be to navigate uncertainty because we gave up security in exchange for a nomadic life with our 5 kids.
So yeah, nobody's traveling now, though. We're all at home doing the work, school, family mashup thing. And we have maybe a little bit of a head start because we did the nomadic lifestyle, but we're hopefully here to help as your accidental uncertainty experts. So in the past, we've talked about routines, and I want to talk about how hard that can be, because sometimes as we do small things consistently day after day after day, it can get monotonous and it becomes difficult to feel like we're making any progress. One thing that I have done that has helped me over the years is I like to do trackers. I'm kind of an Excel geek. But I've also used just tally trackers on my phone as an app. I like to weigh myself every day. I keep track of what exercise I've done, and because I'm a writer, I will also just put in how many words I've written that day. Those are some basic things that help me feel like I have a sense of how consistently I am doing in the things that are important to me. Police blipping by downstairs on Broadway. So, my weight never gets away from me because I'm constantly just checking in on it. No big deal. And I also know that as of right now, since I started tracking, I've written about 831,000 words.
Wow.
Which, out of there, some good stuff happens every now and then, but a lot of it is junk. But that's okay. I know that I'm making progress. In the past, when I've felt a little bit overwhelmed, I would keep track of things like how many ice cream cones have I eaten, and I would just keep a tally mark.
But not because you were trying to eat fewer ice cream cones, because you were trying to eat more ice cream cones.
I was trying to eat more. It was a goal to eat more ice cream.
Yeah.
I also had a goal to take more naps. This was when my life was kind of out of balance, and I needed some things to just help me feel some happiness and some rest. And so it doesn't all have to be work, nose to the grindstone stuff. You can keep track of how many times did I stop and smell the roses? Or how many times did I, smile at the sky? Whatever it is you want to keep track of.
It's from your window.
Anyway,
or your yard.
Yeah, so the idea is, though, that to see the progress that we oftentimes are not aware of as we do small, basic things consistently over time. Because you are making progress. You just don't see it. So maybe consider tracking things.
And if you're not a tracker, if you are
I find
maybe
you very attractive.
If you're maybe in a relationship where you're different than your partner, that's something we can relate to, because I've downloaded 4 tracker apps that I've never even actually used. I just collect them. But what works for me is when we're in times like this, where we don't have lots of appointments and our calendar isn't really full, I just put a piece of paper on the wall. I literally just stick a piece of tape on this and put it on the wall, and maybe I'll write the month. And then everyone in the family is invited to write anytime, any day, something that they want to remember, like somebody lost their tooth or said a funny thing, or learned how to do long division, or whatever it might be. And then at the end of the month, I just take that off the wall and we look at it, and it's written in all different colors of ink and all different kinds of handwriting and levels of spelling, and everybody has contributed. And then we look through and we're like, wow, we had an incredible month. And even though you're not going somewhere, life is happening, milestones are happening, humorous connections are happening, special conversations. There are still all kinds of highlights. I'm always amazed how much life you can live in any given 24-hour period.
And I find that when we have one of these on the wall, I'm like, oh yeah, I should I kind of look for things that would be fun to write on the wall. Whereas if this wasn't there, I never would have think of, oh, that's an inside joke that we should remember, or that's we had brownies, and because it just feels like not worth it. But if there's a place to capture it, you want to have a place to capture those memories.
Absolutely. The other thing I do is just take a lot of pictures. That doesn't require much explanation, but as you scroll through at the end of the week or the end of the month, however long your interval is, you're like, wow, we're living life, and we had some pretty cool moments together.
We should talk about weekend pictures. Not today, but some other time.
Another
we'll
time.
Talk to you about weekend pictures,
We'll tell
which
you
is
about that.
a big tradition in the Orton home.
So thanks for joining us. Good luck there at your homes. You're doing better than you think you are. Just take a breath, and we'll talk to you soon.
Feel the love from your accidental uncertainty experts.